Let's check these problems out. Okay, first one. Got your length, your width, your height. You got the formula V equals LWH. Plug those numbers in. The order kind of, like I said, is irrelevant. You end up getting 3,937 and a half inches cubed. So make sure you have the label. That is of utmost importance besides the number. You could have 0.5 here. They mean the same thing. Try to keep the units the same, though, as you go through. Next up, we are dealing with yards, which is another customary measurement. So you have 4 1/3 times 8 times 4. This one's a little bit more complicated. If you don't have a calculator that can do mixed numbers and fractions, you might have to settle for changing that 4 1/3 into an improper fraction. I think would be the best way to do it. Take 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 1 more is 13. So make it 13 over 3. I think that would be the easiest way to work with it. Because otherwise, remember, 1/3 is equivalent to not just 0.3 or 0.33. It's equivalent to 3/10 repeating, which is, if you can't do a fraction on your calculator, you certainly can't do 3/10 repeating on your calculator. So bottom line is your answer is 138 2/3 yards cubed as your answer. Right, this is the third one. It says number 6, but this is number 3. Just take all those numbers. I would just make them decimals. So 6.5, 8.5, and 12.5, multiply them all together. You end up getting 690 and 625 thousandths feet cubed. 625 thousandths is equivalent to 5/8. And like I said, customary measurements primarily deal with fractions. So try and make it a fraction, but it's okay if it is not. And the last one, you have your length, your width, your height. You have 5.5, 2.5, and 2. Multiply them all together, you get 27 1/2 inches cubed. So when you put them in, it's okay if you don't have the inches cubed part. You could just type out CUIN or something like that. You could just put in the number. As long as you have the correct answer with the correct label on your paper, make sure that, because that'll get stuck in your head more so than typing it in. And then that is it. Very basic lesson. So all you got to do is make sure you change anything that needs changing, and then make sure you hit submit, and you're done with the lesson. All you have is one last independent practice. Good job.